peoples, hello. Yes, it's me on my own. I'm coming a little bit early. Hello to John, Lee Michelle, Britt Bondes, Kiwi. Oh, am I on? Yes, no. Yeah. Join. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I was just bringing that up on my phone because I can't really see the screen over there. Well, Mick has already set it up so that I could bring on to start the live because he's not quite home yet. Hi, Jess. Hi, Kitten. Yeah, when Mick went out today, out to the transport, the thing, it was about 5:30 this morning. The windscreen was frozen solid, and he sent me a little video and he gets as it was going over the frozen screen. So yeah, we weren't quite expecting that. I knew it was going to get cold last night, but hi Katrina, we didn't know it was going to be quite as cold as that. But yes, -3. I don't know what it was here, Jess, but it was cold. Hi Andy. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I've been busy with. Hello Willow. Oh, I think Bailey's just brought Willow home because I can hear it running up down the stairs. Oh, that's not only a Willow. That is a husband. Da da da. He's here. The maestro has arrived.
I apologise, everybody. I have literally just come through the door.
Willow is killing his duck in appreciation to the fact that he's been out for a walk and his dad's back home. Oh, look, yeah. Oh, he's so happy to see his dad.
So pleased to see Daddy.
Oh, God.
Madness.
That is the mayhem of Willow.
Go do something to your duck, mate.
Oh, dear.
Oh, hi, lovey.
Hello.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, poor John and Jason didn't realise it was the hour. I didn't even remember till I was talking to Mac this morning about 2 o'clock this morning, and he said about the evenings, the lights going really slow because of the clocks going back. And I went, oh God, yeah, of course it was.
Sorry about that, guys. I promise you, in future, I will stick up a short in the week beforehand the clock's changing in the UK here, just as a reminder.
Exactly, Lee. Michelle was saying, if only humans got that excited. Hi, Bill. He's actually running up and down. Oh, no, he's in the bathroom. No, he's going up and down the stairs. What are you doing, you pilchard?
Change glasses. I can read. I do apologise, that guys.
Yeah, he has only just arrived in. He's been out since 5:30 this morning. He went out to a vehicle that was absolutely frozen solid. Willow's just coming from his walk with Bailey, and so he's definitely zoomies. Yeah, I hate to think what our bed looks like now.
Hello, everybody. Excuse me, I'm extremely knackered. It's been a long day. I'll tell you a little bit about it later on. But I'm going to be eating because I haven't had my dinner.
Well, Jess said that was -3 last night in Scotland. It was. I said you go out to a frozen truck this morning, didn't you?
I iced windows, the whole lot. It was, and it
wasn't. When I spoke to you earlier, it was lovely blue sky and sun. We didn't have that.
And it wasn't my Range Rover either. It was a truck, so I'd go out there.
Yeah, see, it's not you. Yeah. You one and only.
Yeah, I love that Range Rover.
Hello, Willow. Hello.
What shall I have? I have banana. It's good for you. And I'm going to have my sausage rolls.
Hi, Lee. Lee Roberts is on board.
Hi, Lee. How you doing, mate?
Oh, Val's in Italy. Oh, right. Well, I hope she's having a nice time.
Yeah. Italy this time.
Some friends of mine are going out to Egypt this week. Sorry.
Nice.
They're looking forward to. They got a jacuzzi there, so they're looking forward to sitting in a jacuzzi, and it looks out towards the pyramids.
Oh,
so very nice.
Wow, very nice.
Yes,
very nice indeed.
Yeah, I used to be into Egyptology, but I'm not really sort of.
Yeah,
I got some. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
I got some inches.
Koppenberg
mango, yes. And Kaz is on the blackcurrant squash.
I'm a lucky.
Hello, do you want to come back?
Right.
Come on in.
Oh, we do our usual. You guys can choose for me. Is it going to be the Inches medium apple cider, or is it going to be the Koppenberg mango? First one to comment, and I will run with that.
It is the duck. This is not the I love you duck. This is a I don't mind you duck, but it's not the love you duck. I wouldn't show you the love you duck because although this one is yellow, the other one is yellow too, but it's not that yellow because it gets taken out into the garden and it is, isn't it?
Kiwi gets it. Cheers, Kiwi. He come up first one with Inches. So yeah, I'll crack that open. Oh.
Well, yeah, close second because Andy said Koppenberg.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll go with the first one and then we'll take it as this. So, like I say, do excuse me, guys. I am going to be eating. I don't like eating on the channel because I'm a messy eater, but I am absolutely famished. So I'll try and be as well behaved as I can. Cheers, everybody. Hope you've had a glorious week wherever you are. And I'd just like to say a quick one now, and I'll probably do it again later on, to Mr. D's mum.
Yeah.
We love you. Everybody here loves you, and we hope that you get better soon. All right.
Send loving, healing light to you.
All of you know Derek, hang tough. His mum's had a bit of a medical issue. I'm not going to go into details. She's had a bit of a medical issue, a bit of a nasty. She's struggling a little bit. She could do with some love and thoughts. So if Mr. D comes in tonight, be sure to send him some love because he has been the dutiful son from heaven. Been charging around for his mum, and I know his mum's going to be listening to this. So again, we'd just like to send our love, thoughts, and prayers, and hope she feels better very, very soon. Oh, that's that one.
Come on, mommy.
Oh,
there you go. See your peoples. Sorry, I just got a handful of nuts.
I'll be. Get this cider into me. All right, so Holly or any of the guys that I was with today are watching this. Awesome. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you got away at a sensible time, and I hope the week goes brilliant for you. Thank you, Holly, for teaching me about generators. Really appreciated that, and hopefully I'll return the favour by showing you some good old-fashioned finagling. Been my word of the day. I've been finagling. I've finagled here, finagled there, and finagled everywhere.
Yeah, so hopefully Mr. D's mum gets better soon.
Yeah.
And I know she's going to be watching. Mind, she might be watching an hour ago. They didn't know about the...
Well, she might even be listening. So, yeah. Awesome. Right. You got anything you'd like to chat about, my love?
No, we went to bed at 10 last night because he was tired. So I did a few word puzzles and I thought I'll go to sleep because I was falling asleep myself. And I woke up at 12 and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I come downstairs and it would have been 4 o'clock when I went upstairs. So I was down for 4 hours. So then I went up and because I didn't want to disturb him. You don't have long till you're right. No, we've already been away to Cornwall. Yeah. That was the other day.
Yeah. So what I'll discuss with you tonight is knowledge. Okay, knowing. So today I was in a place where I was operating, moving equipment around for somebody.
It's all right, lovey.
And it was something I knew nothing about. Modern generators. I'm old school. I've seen old-fashioned generators, crank handles, starter buttons, all that, knew that. Modern gear is all electronic. Push, hold A, turn around 3 times, put a foot in the air, cross your fingers, and then they do it all themselves. So I was having to learn these things from this young lady. A bit later on...
Gary, yeah, I know. It's my body clock has completely turned around the wrong way now.
So on the other side of the coin, a bit later on, we were in a lucky position where there was a gorgeous American Airstream camper, and this is set up as a catering unit. So we had to plumb it in. Now, we took the hose off it and all the rest of it, and suddenly found trying to connect that hose to a Bowser, got American fit in one end, an American hose pipe, and a UK Bowser. So, of course, there is a 2mm difference or thereabouts in hose diameters from the US to the UK. UK is slightly smaller. So there was lots of people fiddling and trying to sort this out. There's water going everywhere. Things are popping off and that. And Mickey stepped in and said, let me have a go. And they were like, what do you need? I said, well, I need one hose, UK hose, 2 Jubilee clips, and a cup of boiling water. Which threw everybody because people looked at me like I was an idiot. Went, cup of boiling water? Well, most of you already know what I'm going to say. I put the end of the hose in the boiling water, softened the hose, got it on, slid the Jubilee clip up, did it up, worked both ends, absolutely treat, fired it up. So sometimes in this life, you learn from others and others learn from you. And it was quite an interesting thing of, as somebody said to me, it just goes to show you don't know everything. I said, but that's the biggest thing you can learn, is you don't know everything. There's always something to learn, and to never laugh at somebody or belittle somebody because they don't know or understand the situation, the equipment, or what you're doing or using. Because sure as eggs are eggs, they're going to have a knowledge of something you don't understand. Okay, or they don't. You'll have knowledge of something they don't understand. So again, it's that old thing. Never stop learning. Never stop sharing with other people. I mean, there's 3 or 4 people that have gone away from that, have gone, didn't know that would work. Brilliant. Especially now the weather's getting cold. If you're playing with hose pipes, a drop of warm water or hot water will absolutely aid you no end. And again, I didn't even think about it beforehand. American fittings are different to UK fittings. They're the same design, just slightly different sizes, and it works out about 2mm. Somebody can probably give it to me in eighths and all the rest of it, but there we go.
Yeah, Gary, I do have. I've always had issues about sleeping, and with all the problems that we've had over the last few months, my body clock turns round, and what happens is I go to bed at night and I do my crossword puzzle because that's what makes me go to sleep. But I was that tired from being awake and have so much going around in my mind that I wasn't able to switch off. So although I fell asleep, I only slept for 2 hours, and then I didn't want to disturb him by putting the light on again. And I only had to be up at 5 o'clock again this morning. So I went downstairs. Yeah.
It was a bit of a panic for me this morning because I got up and I'd set an alarm on my phone because I know that adjusts. I'd set the alarm by Alexa because I know that adjusts. And I woke up probably 5 minutes before the alarm went off, shot downstairs to make a coffee, walked into the living room, looked at the clock on the mantelpiece and went, I'm an hour late. Oh, no.
That's all. The one in the bedroom, I didn't want to fiddle around with it. So I just put a note in front of it saying, ignore the clocks have gone back an hour. I didn't think you were going to look at the one downstairs.
Yeah. Give myself a bit of a turn.
Somebody's after your pastry.
I did the same thing when I got into the truck because I looked at the clock on the truck twice and was like, oh, no, relax. You are in time. You are moving with time. But the body clock is an awkward thing. Once it gets out of sync, it's very hard to get it back in.
I have got sleeping pills, but the problem I have with the sleeping pills is they give me irritable leg syndrome.
Also gives you nightmares.
Yeah, nightmares as well. So it's which one do I do? Do I stay awake or do I take the sleeping pill? Tonight I'm going to have to take a sleeping pill. But then again, if I get really, really tired, the sleeping pills don't work. I just don't go to sleep. So
I haven't got to get up in the morning, so it's not panic. Oh, so 10 guys up in the woods on Saturday. Had a brilliant day with them as well. Luke, your guys, thank you very much. It was an awesome day. I had
Gary, you're fine, my love. Yes,
I had the pure
appreciate it.
pleasure of having 8 men, 2 ladies in the woods, who have never done survival, bushcrafting and that sort of thing before. And I got them all like making fire with flint and steel. I took them all back in time. We did flint and steel and ferro rods. We started with the flint and steel. And again, for any of you that like to share, there is no greater pleasure than seeing the spark and light in somebody's eyes when they crack it. And I've got to give a big thank you to Mr. Lee Roberts as well. Because Mr. Lee Roberts, do you remember the flint arrowheads? Well, the flint arrowheads are what I'm using at the moment on my flint and steel. Because, as I pointed out to these people, flint and steel, this is giving you a connection back to your ancestors. This is taking you back in time. So we were using those. They were absolutely brilliant. But next time I see you, I'm probably going to get you to knock me up half a dozen. Because, again, it was that giving them that connection. And once they understood that connection, seeing that light, that spark, and one of the guys actually, a younger lad, he looked at me and he went, so my ancient ancestors would have huddled under blankets and done this. And I said, pretty much furs in the hut. This would have been the tool that got them by. And it was amazing to see that. And again, you can make money out of doing that sort of thing, but you know what? The pleasure of teaching it and sharing it, that's so much more. And we went into a lot of other subjects to do with basics of survival. And I think the biggest thing that they learned there is we're all survivors. We all really, really know the basics. It's just realizing you know the basics and turning that mindset on. Once that's switched on, away you go.
He's lucky. The woods. You've got some pine, but you've also got some broadleaf as well, and so you get some fantastic colours. But you still always have that green.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful.
Absolutely
at the moment.
Beautiful. We've got the fungi up there. I mean, I started the day. My first briefing of the day was, ladies and gentlemen, you will see fungi everywhere here. Please do not pick them with your bare hands and then bring them to me, asking for me to identify them, because one, I won't, because this is not what the course is about. And two, leave me fungi alone. Those that are edible, I'll harvest for me. Those that aren't, I want them to spore and create more growth for next year. And there's a lot of fly garrick up there. So again, you know, you don't want people handling stuff and then going to make cup tea, dip their biscuit, put it in their mouth, and have what we like to call a lifestyle hobby moment.
Yeah, it's a nice. How was your camp, John?
Yes, how was your camp, John?
Well,
how did your camp go? Hopefully you had fun.
You didn't give me the last bit, did you?
No, I didn't give the last bit. But excuse me, I've got to go get a dog treat. Otherwise, somebody is going to.
We'll go to the fridge and get one of the sausage rolls in the fridge, isn't there? You bring them up and you can have one of those. Please. Well, you've eaten all of the carpet.
Come on, I'll get you a treat.
Oh,
I'll be 2 seconds.
Oh, well done, Max. You found someone T-shirt for Friday. Excellent. John, did you go to that camp that was down by the lake again? Because that looked beautiful when you went before. They've had a few trees come down in the woods. So what he's going to do, he's going to go along with a chainsaw and cut up some of them into the long logs. And he wants to redo the bushcraft area where you will sit around the fire, because at the moment you've got various sorts of Jackery come on.
Yeah, it's running.
Oh, right, I see. And at the moment you've got there's some sort of benches, but most of it's chairs. So what he's going to be doing, he's going to be building some proper benches and going to have some log walls as well to
good create some windbreaks up there and some. Come on in. Come on in.
I can't get out there.
Scooby snack. Scooby snack. happy little dog. Yeah. So.
Oh, you had 2 gators in the lake. Oh, lovely.
Look.
Oh wow! You can watch 2 of them take down a small deer that was trying to swim across the lake.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah.
So it's nature, and again, something we have to point out to people quite regularly.
I know. But
nature is harsh.
Thing is, Gary, it is the boss. That small little fuzzball, you know, he just takes over.
I do apologise. Yeah. So yeah, John, nature is a cruel, cruel taskmaster. I mean, I often listen to people telling me about, hunting's cruel, and bear in mind the sort of hunting I do is quick, humane, and clean, and they don't like it because it's cruel. But if you look at nature, she's not gentle, and she is.
But they have some funny little quirks. I saw. I mean, is a zoo. I don't know whereabouts it was, but a little stray cat got in with a lynx.
Yeah.
And the funny, you think the cat is going to be dinner for the lynx. No, they ended up curling up together, and the cat actually comes and it lives most of its life now in the cage with the lynx. They sort of companionise. And I watched today, and it wasn't CGI.
Yeah.
There was someone working with a digger, and the bank had collapsed because they'd taken down so many trees, and this poor bear was trying to climb up the dirt as it's going down, and he actually picked it up in the bucket.
Yeah.
And managed to say, stay there, and actually managed to get it away.
Well, that's the thing with. I saw one. We were watching one the other day with the jaguar that was in the river.
Yeah.
And the guy came along with a boat. It was in the South America, and this thing was exhausted. They reckon it'd probably been swimming for hours and hours and hours.
Was it a military boat?
Yeah, I think it was. And the current had held it out in the centre of the river, and this jaguar had got to the point of pure exhaustion. And lucky enough, the guys with the boat spotted it, drove out to it. Now, jaguar is a big old animal, but they got alongside it, dropped a float in there, a safety float, which you see the size of the claws.
Yeah, it was a flat float, wasn't it?
Yeah. And they towed it to the shore, which took a little while. Whilst they're towing it, the guy's actually stroking its head. Now, the funny thing is, you can see that jaguar normally would have probably had a good go at him. That jaguar knew it was being helped and appreciated the fact it was being helped.
Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it, Lee? It was,
Yeah, it's nature sometimes reacts like that. I'm not saying to you if you see a big cat in a river, dive in and try and help it, because it probably ain't going to turn out well.
I mean, you get surfers with surfboards or people out fishing on the sea, and penguins or seals jump onto the boat to get away from the great white and that. It's
It's the last you want it. You're out there on your surfboard,
especially after the sink-ins, and we know what that is now.
Yeah. You're out there on your surfboard, minding your own. All of a sudden, a seal jumps up on you, right? And he's like, "There's great white down there." You're like, well, "Get off me bloody surfboard!"
What they worked out is the rudders underneath.
Yeah.
What they're doing, they're banging into the rudders and snapping them off.
Yeah, they worked out. It was training, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the older ones in the pod were showing the younger ones how to hunt, and they were actually showing them how to ram into the rudder of the boat. Unfortunately, sometimes in hitting the rudder like that, it tipped the boat over.
Yeah.
Was upsetting them as well, which meant
the low or high frequency sonar. That causes a lot of problems for our stations. But yeah, that was a really
they're not going out to attack humans like they put on the news.
No.
But I did see on the Widmouth notice board today on Facebook, they had another seal wash up. It was okay. They just tagged it and
released it.
Yeah,
and again, quite often this is the thing, as we said last week, we're into that time of year now. Especially if you're along the coast and you see seals and that, you've got to be a bit, leave it to the experts, call the experts, let them come in, because again, seal cubs are very similar to the deer, fawns and things like that. You go handling them and you can
please keep your dogs away from them. They don't want to be harassed by dogs.
Definitely keep dogs away from them. Even willows have got to stay away from them.
It's like if you see quite often when there's been storms like we've had, a lot of the west coast of Cornwall and the north coast of Cornwall, you will find turtles and that. They've been washed in the storms, and seals and that. And if you go up to most beaches, will have these notice boards, and it has on there
all
the information of who to call if you find a seal, a dolphin, or a turtle, and they will come along and they will sort it out.
Hi, Stealth. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I'm a bit late this evening.
Would you shut up?
I'm a bit late this evening, so I'm a bit behind, and I'm catching up. I've been out all day. Hiya, Tara.
I saw your Hi, Tara.
Yeah, I agree with you. Even the most aggressive animals will accept help when they've exhausted themselves. Yeah, it's at the end of the day, I think everything knows when it's on its last legs, when it's going. We've all seen and watched things like elephants and some of the great apes and that, how they behave towards the end of their days and when they're ill. How they will literally make their peace with the world.
Mates will come. I saw one recently as a bobcat. Not bobcat, a cougar had come to this man and was trying to get and he followed it, and its mate had its paw in a trap, and he made to get the trap off it, and off they went. So
I mean, that's what we're talking about really. There is empathy and realizing that a lot of wildlife, it has a brain. It thinks, it feels, it shares. My best experience of that was one of the ranges I used to run had a very large flock of jackdaws alongside the range. It was small woods. They used to roost in there. It also had a HV power line, one of the old-fashioned ones as well, on the wooden posts that ran across the back of the
Sussex.
range.
I knew that was going to come out.
And I was sitting in my office one day. There's a hell of a pop, and I look out, and there is two jackdaws literally on their back, feet in the air, underneath the HV cable. They shorted out and copped it. They were down on the deck. It's very short grass. It's a range, and I was sort of sitting there thinking, "Oh dear, that's a real shame, isn't it? What a pity." And then I realised that all the other jackdaws were really worked up. They were really, really quite upset. And watching them over 2 or 3 days, they wouldn't leave these two dead jackdaws alone. They kept coming down and standing and hopping around them. And I thought, well, that seems like almost like they're concerned. There's a care. Well, it got to the point I had to cut grass. So I thought, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to pick them up and move them. But I'll move them somewhere where the jackdaws can still see them. So I picked up these 2 small carcasses and moved them. And I put them on top of a pile of pea shingle that was at the side of the range so that the jackdaws still see them. Those jackdaws used to come down and feed outside my office quite regularly. It took me months to get them to come and feed from my office again. They all, literally as a flock, would not have anything to do with me. If I walked out, they'd suddenly all take off and fly away. They associated me with the death of these 2 birds. And it took months of patience and feeding to get it to the point where they would accept me. So there is intelligence in there. And even when the bodies were on the pile of pea shingle, these jackdaws would keep coming back. So I do feel there is empathy in a lot of other things. I think a lot of living creatures feel pain, they feel joy, they feel misery, the same way as we feel those emotions ourselves. We just don't communicate it in the same way.
Unfortunately, some of us, some of our fellow human beings, think it's it's fun to torment these animals, and it's.
Yeah, they did get upset with me interfering with the funeral arrangements, but Yeah.
Mind you, had that. He's had it before with a guinea fowl. It'd been knocked down and killed on a road near. We got a place not far from where it is. 20 miles away. It's called Bird World, and there was this guinea fowl was dead on the road, and all its little mates were around it. Well, he stopped the car to thought, I'll move it because not only is that one dead, the others are gonna get killed because they're on the road as well. And they went into
they're kung fu dodos, right?
Taekwondo dodos.
That's it, Taekwondo dodos. It was. I mean, if you've ever seen guinea fowl, they're not small, but they're not huge. Little grey bleeders, but they were all stood in a circle, staring at this dead guinea fowl, just staring at it in the middle of a road on a very dark road. And I just pulled up, and I was like, initially I was like, what the hell are they doing? And I realised they're all stood around their mate who's dead. And I'm like, well, if I pick him up and chuck him over the hedge, they're all going to follow him. And then they're off the road, they're safe. I went out and picked him up. As soon as I picked him up, there was guinea fowl launching at me from all directions. Right? They were hitting me in the back of the legs, in the back, the buttocks, the front, everywhere. And I'm holding this, I'm going, get off, you stupid bleeders. And I threw it over the hedge, and that was it. They all shot through the hedge. But I kid you not, they kicked the living.
Right. Max just put it down. Oh, he's got a supply now for his t-shirts. Okay. Right, on November the 14th, 15th and 16th, you, hopefully, and Tire Pack will be there down at Bear Down Farm in the area. It's £5 a night at the moment. So
right, yeah. So anybody that's in the Devon area,
yep,
or can get to the Devon area for those dates, yes, I will be there. It's a wild camping site. It's £5 a night. Or if you just wanted to pop in for the day and say hi and that, you'll be more than welcome. It's going to be nice, chilled out, no teaching, no attitudes, no aggravation. We're just going down and having a bit of a social time. Although I would like to try and get round to Wistman's Wood if I get the chance, Mac. Maybe have a wander up there for an hour or two. Yeah, those dates are set in stone now. November the 14th, 15th and 16th.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
So Bill was saying he had a seal on the ship for a few days. He used to lie under the storm step into the deck. He says stepped on it one morning, chased him round the deck. It was they got an attitude problem with some of those seals, haven't they?
Oh, they won't mess about.
So they say Sussex was saying those guinea fowl can be really aggy because they can. Yeah.
They do. All animals react. I've seen empathy in pretty much every type of farm animal, and a lot of wildlife and that. And again, as I said earlier on, nature is cruel. Okay, you've ever watched a fox taking prey or a wolf pack and that? Nature is cruel in her own way, but it's accepting, and it's only ever what it needs. It's never done out of malice. It's never done for pleasure. It's only done because it is needed. Once upon a time, our ancestors were in the same boat. They only took what they needed, and it might mean hunting something, running it down, working as a team to trap it and dispatch it. Okay? And in my book, that's acceptable. That is acceptable in those situations. But to hunt for the pleasure of hunting is the one that I can't do. I'm not going to have a go at other people for it. It's not my place. But just for the pleasure of it. Hunting because it's going to put food on the table. Hunting because it's removing a predator or a pest problem or verminous, or to control the livestock in a sensible manner, which is an issue we have here in the UK with deer at the moment. Thanks to Disney, everybody wants to protect all the deer. And we're getting massive herds of deer. Well, one of the problems with deer is
Simon.
The stags and bucks will breed in. And they don't care if it's their daughter, granddaughter, or what. They will still breed with it when that doe comes into season. And so that's one of the responsibilities of good deer managers, is to know their herd and to know which one needs to be removed, as well as looking for those animals that may be diseased or suffering and easing that for them.
Right, Simon's in London's calling. We have Simon in the house.
Hi, Simon.
Simon, there is going to be a camp on the 14th, 15th and 16th of November. It's going to be Tar Pack and Mick and they're actually going to be down in Bear Down Farm in Devon, and it's open to everyone to come, and it's £5 a night. So just thought I'd let you know. No, I haven't had a chance to. I haven't actually watched any TV at the moment, Mac. But yeah. Oh. Will you stop it? No, I haven't watched it. We go to bed quite early.
What's those days, Caroline?
The 14th, 15th, and 16th of November. Probably do a short as well. Is a good idea.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I've got Maltesers, and no, I'm not giving the chocolate to the dog. I'm actually taking the chocolate off so you can have the honeycomb. And quite a lot of broke. I know. I'll have to watch that. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, a chocolate. Here you go. Drunk driver. Yeah, my friend of mine, he got onto a cinema, and lucky enough, he hadn't taken his wife with him. He'd taken his motorbike there, and he came out of the cinema from watching a movie, and he got hit by a drunk driver in a van, and yeah, they had to do a lot of work on him to bring him round again after that. The drunk drivers.
Oh, mate, whiteboards. Always had a whiteboard in my office. I used to have 2 whiteboards. I used to have a huge whiteboard which was actually mapped out into a month so that I could plan the whole month for training and so on. And then I'd have a small whiteboard like that, and that was my daily board. So that was anything I needed to remember the following day, whether it might be a briefing, maybe requirements and so on, notes for myself. If I've got to leave the office, I can put notes up there for other people. And it's the same procedure here. I can slip stuff up there as and when. It's always got my planners sorted out.
Simon, actually not that far away from us. If you did want to go, then you can always come here and then go down with me.
Yeah. Yeah. The closest, I'll Google it for you.
He's just looking for you, Jess. That's terrible, Lee.
Closest railway train. Cheers, Willow. Put me right off there. Closest railway station to Bear Down Farm, Dartmoor, Devon. Right, so the 2 nearest railway stations are Ivy Bridge. Right, that's Ivy as in Ivy Bridge, one word, or Oakhampton. So that's the 2 nearest. It says Ivy Bridge would be the closest.
Oh, a t-shirt. What's that? Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ivy Bridge.
Yeah, he's always had
Yeah, I love a whiteboard. And again, I'm getting to an age as well now where sometimes I need to make notes for myself. Otherwise, I end up walking around in circles. But it's also great for planning those little things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need to actually sort of draw things out on something just so that I can figure it out for myself. Excellent. Oh, John, that sounds interesting.
Hi, Lawrence.
Yeah, Exeter St David's, they reckon, is the last mainline station. And then from Exeter St David's, it's a branch line to Ivy Bridge or Oakhampton. Hi, Lawrence. How you doing, mate? Hope you're great. Do pardon me if you heard that. I do apologise.
You're not in the room with it.
Do apologise.
It's enough of that, you now.
Yeah, the candle ones are the only ones we can get here at the moment, the UCO ones. So that'd be interesting to see, John. Really would be.
Well, hopefully, when you get your parcel, you got your solar torches in there.
Well, good, Lawrence. In actual fact, good news for everybody. Mickey is back. The spring is back in my step. Everything's settled down. Everything's organised.
I know, Lee. It's not fair on me, is it?
Meds have been adjusted slightly, and it has made a massive improvement to my positivity, to my inner Mick. It's firing on all cylinders like a V8 diesel.
Plus, he's giving Lion's Mane a go. That's
and I would recommend it to anybody. I've been taking Lion's Mane for a week and a half now. I've noticed they say it's good for your cognitivity, for your brain function.
Yeah.
Which you're aware, I have suffered a couple of TBIs and it doesn't always function up there quite as I'd like it to. I've noticed a massive improvement. It's given me I seem to be focusing a lot better.
He's not stressing out as much about things.
No, I'm able to sort of put them where I need them. Forest Fundamentals. Do you know what I was recommending them this weekend? I was showing the guys on Saturday the ferro rods, and they were like, what's the best ones to get? I went, me personally, if I'm looking for ferro rods, Forest Fundamentals, that's the way I go.
Unfortunately, I found that I had some tablets. I tried to. I do take supplements anyway, but I had supplements and I was taking, and I noticed it said black pepper and turmeric, which are both great for your pains, but I didn't realise it had lion's mane in it. And I started having a lot of problems with my legs, didn't I?
Yeah.
And it turned out that when I read into it, the meds that I'm taking react with my pain meds, so I'd stopped taking it. So unfortunately, it would have done me. Yeah.
Give it a try yourself. And I checked, and it's safe to take with my meds. And so I thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Prosthetics.
Yeah, I've got to say, it does work. It does improvement. No, you can't have Maltesers, mate. Now, you're all going to see the truth of this. This dog's a bully.
That's what I tried, Lee, and mine had black pepper, turmeric, and I didn't realise lion's mane. Yeah. And the it's the lion's mane that reacts with the morphine that I take. So no, I had to stop taking it. All right, so Tarpac will be stocking the Ferris rod. Excellent. No.
Some more of your Tarpac. I demonstrated their kit out to the guys in the woods because towards the end of the day, they were a couple of their guys were saying about they wanted to give wild camping a go. What would I recommend? And I said to them,
they say to you, we're going to go into Aldi and buy a cheap tent and a sleeping bag.
I said, don't. I said, look, this is what I recommend you. And I sprung up a one Tigris compound hammock, a military tarp, whole lot went up in 5-10 minutes. They all got in and tried it. And of course, the obvious question that came back was, you'd be cold, it's quite thin. Explain to them you can get under quilts, you can get the top quilts and all the rest of it. And I like it because I'm off the ground, no slugs on my face. Thank you very much, Mr. Hitler. And they all gave it a go. I ended up with 10 people swinging in a hammock. and again,
not all together.
There's lots of guys get Amazon. It's Mickey thinking he maybe needs to become an Amazon affiliate. See if I can make a few quid back out of Amazon, because I keep pointing people in their direction. But again, it was they once they sort of tried it for themselves. There was a couple of them started off, I couldn't do a hammock, because they've had those garden hammocks.
The ones you get in and fall out, yeah.
Once they've tried a proper, what I call proper, a proper tree hammock that's meant for camping and all the rest of it, there's a difference in the fact that you don't fall out quite so easily. Once you know the technique for getting in and out, it's quite simple. So yeah, sharing knowledge, sharing experiences.
Kiwi, if you go back to Mick's videos, there's actually one of Mac and him down at Bear Down, and it shows you they've got trees. Locations all over.
Yeah, if you look back through my catalogue, you'll find a video on Bear Down Farm. You'll see the location there for yourself. You can make choice. It's ideal for those that want a tent, especially this time of year. If you want tents, there's flat areas for that. There is areas in a woodland. You can have a ground fire, but they require you to use the fire pits that are already there, places that have already been burned. And the requirement is you buy the wood from the farm, which somebody did say to me, "Oh, well, that's a bit unfair when I can do it." I said, look, at the end of the day, it's a
make their money, haven't they?
They're struggling. Farmers are being treated right royally by the system at the moment. So at the end of the day, I'm quite happy to buy it from the guy. It helps to support him.
Chris, Tarpac, who arranged a camp, Mick to me going down there. It's the 15th, 16th, 14th, 15th, and 16th of November, and it's going to be down in Bear Down Farm on Dartmoor in Devon. So you want to speak to him later about coming in,
have a chat. You want to come down? Get you down there. Yeah, exactly that. I mean, it's got best of both worlds for people. There's a small woods with trees that are ideal for hammock camping. It's got
beautiful water there, isn't there?
Yeah, lovely river. Absolutely beautiful river flowing through it. Absolutely fantastic. It's a lovely location.
Don't forget your pokey sticks in case the beast of Dartmoor comes and gets you. Or the black dog. Watch out for the...
Always love a pokey stick. You've got to have a pokey stick. Pokey sticks are wonderful things. I was playing the other day with something that just simple things, old-fashioned things that make you smile. Okay, so an old-fashioned brass-hinged ruler, 1 yard. Okay, none of that metric rubbish here. A yard. Absolutely wonderful. What an awesome thing. Why can't we
I always find you should track your fingers in the bloody thing.
Why can't we have stuff like that today? Why has everything got to be in a cheap and nasty plastic thing that zips up, slices your hand? I mean, it's even got all the various equations there so that you could go metric if you wanted. But and it doubles up as a damn good pokey stick.
I just imagine it's in the big black dog, the thing of the Hound of the Baskervilles, and you're poking it with a flipping yardstick. You're really going to make it go, oh dear, I won't attack you.
And live on the news today, a man in Devon has been reported to the RSPCA for beating the beast of Bodmin. Beast of Dartmoor round the ear roll with a pokey stick.
Go and get your own treats off the bed.
Man versus pokey stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta love a good.
Oh, you got your excellent, Bill. So you got his Kelly's Kettle, his Amazon vouchers.
Yeah.
Base camp one, excellent.
Brilliant.
Also got the hobo. So yeah, we were watching someone the other day.
Yeah.
Trying to starting the fire underneath.
Oh yeah, there's a misconception that the hole at the bottom is for feeding stuff in. Yeah. It's not. That's just the air hole. Feed it in from the top. Just watch your fingers with the chimney effect. But feed it in from the top. It burns better that way. Yeah.
Oh God, Peterborough's 12 hours and 38 minutes.
Gary would like a Jack Hargreaves section.
Yeah, when you got something mysterious to say, right? Who knows what that is?
I might actually dig through some of my old gear and start doing. You know, have you any idea?
I got some big dance old bits.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just wondering what the police would make of that. You know,
pokey stick.
Yeah, we could actually become the Pokey Stick Club.
Yeah.
You know, all have our
Don't
own
let the pokey stick go into history and die out.
There you go.
Bring up the pokey stick.
There's a bushcraft challenge to all you bushcraft fans. Make your pokey stick. Let me see your pokey stick. I want to see the best bushcraft pokey sticks possible. And let's face it, a pokey stick has many uses. We can have a hook in it for lifting pots and pans off the water.
All right, you've got land clear and agri inspection.
It could have 2 hooks on it so that you could use it as a suspender. It could have a sharp end. Yeah, just one.
John said you're invited to his next Alabama Gator camp with a pokey stick. Please don't mind it. The rest of us carry broomsticks. Boomsticks.
Hey, if I'm coming out there and you've got gators, I'm picking myself up a boomstick, even if it's just for the weekend. You know, I like my boomstick in 12 gauge, personally. Don't mind a pump. Do prefer a semi-auto. Don't mind which choke it is, but I've got to know what the choke is before I use it.
Or sticks, you could come down to the one nearest to us and go down in the car.
Yeah. Come down to me, mate, and I'll take you down from there. If need be, come down the night before, crash here. We'll
we'll try. You can. I'm sure we can put a space in the shed. You can take up. You can get a wild camp under the front bushes. You might have another vehicle by then.
I might have the adventure vehicle by then.
Yes.
Maybe a bit of a convoy. Might have to take the radios.
Yeah.
Radios.
Yes.
I've got 2 of them here, don't we?
Yes. We went on and Facebook Marketplace at the moment. They've got a lot of walkie-talkies, radios, and that. And so we got some. Found some Motorola ones.
I'm often up here. Kaz is often downstairs, or I might be out working on the car, which is only about 100 metres away. But Kaz might need me in a hurry, so Kaz picked up a couple of these. Now, all right, they're not fancy flash super Carlos Fandango with 10-mile range and all the rest of it. But they're more than adequate.
Your Motorola?
Yeah.
I think they're something 466. Oh, sorry, it says on there it's XTR 446.
Simple comms can mean the world. You got a camp, somebody's going for a wander, going back to the car, somebody's having a mooch around, somebody's nervous, somebody who's never done it before.
And if you wanted to find somewhere, or you reverse it back, you got someone and go, left hand down, right hand down.
Yeah. So again, get yourself some comms, and you don't have to spend a fortune. Don't, it's. Somebody was saying to me about ham radios. Well, ham radios in the UK require a license, training, certification, and so on.
It's like we always used to have in all our Land Rovers and the Jeep and everything, didn't it? We had CB radios.
Yeah.
And we used to when we were on the motorways and that, and we got stuck in a tailback, we just asked the lorry drivers. They'd tell us what was going on.
Did you know the piano's on my foot? No, son. You I met, I'll play it.
Just checked again. Oh, 4 hours and 41. That's a bit better than 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't bad. 22 quid.
Yeah, 22 quid. Yeah.
I had to get the battery, so it's still well worth it.
Yeah. So, excuse me. It's been damn cold the last couple of days, especially this morning, and it's given me a bit of a sniffle. Nothing to worry about. It's not cold. It's just that weather change. Oh, yes. Oh.
Yes, it's going to be that.
Do excuse me. I haven't had a shave this evening, so I am a bit scruffy. I haven't even had normally before the live.
Yes.
What I do is I shave and I.
You don't know the regular morning he goes into before he comes and puts his face routine in front of you lot. Yeah.
There's a routine. I try and give you the best I can. You know, I polish things. The boots are polished beforehand, spiffing, bald. They glow. I actually have to turn the lights down. Otherwise, the glare from the building on my boots.
Your granny used to say to you, make sure you got clean underwear on, just in case you have an accident. He has.
Always.
You're beardless. Why'd you take your beard off? You're going to be cold.
No, this time of year you want to grow as much
hair as you
got a beard.
You use it like a Velcro, your balaclava to your face.
Yeah. It's you want as much hair as you humanly can this time of year, says he. I was noticing it today, I tell you.
My dirty face is.
I did smack the top. Yeah, I thought so. Smack the top of my head today. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's got a diamond on his head.
Yeah, it was a diamond as well. Cool.
Yeah, makeup.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
Always. And I check the
lights. You have to make sure he gets the waterproof mascara because sometimes
If it's an emotional live stream, it runs. It makes.
Do you want to tell the ones that have just come in about Mr.
Sorry, mate. No, I've just declined that one. Sorry, Evan, if you're watching this, sorry, mate. I'm in the middle of my live. I can't answer the phone. Right, so...
For those who weren't in earlier.
Yeah, for those of you that weren't here earlier, we've all got a friend, Mr. D, Mr. Hang Tough himself, okay? Often chats to us from Portland, Oregon and that. He's often on the channel. He has a channel himself. Unfortunately, his mum fell very ill about a week ago. She's okay.
She has been in hospital, but she's back out.
She's been in hospital. She's been really struggling, bless her. It's left her with a couple of problems, but things hopefully will be getting better. So
she's going to be out there watching.
I know she listens. I know she watches it on catch up as well. So I would just like to say at this point to Derek's mum, hi.
Hello, Mrs. D.
We have chatted face to face. Our heart and our thoughts and our prayers are with you. Get well soon.
Yeah, definitely get well soon.
And I look forward to when I get out to the States, coming up and having a good long hug and chat to you. And having a chinwag. I want to be our adopted son from the UK. But yeah, and again, that's what we try and do on this channel is love and support.
Yeah, Bill, those Motorola ones they got rechargeable batteries, they got the charging station. So yeah, you can recharge them up, and they got the rechargeable batteries. Yeah, battery ones as well. But then again, if you had a solar pat or a Jackery, you can charge them up as well, can't you?
And again, I'll ask you to say your thoughts and prayers again to anybody that's struggling, all those people out there in the world.
Yeah,
I know some of you are as well. Various medical issues. Our thoughts and prayers are with you all. Don't ever feel alone. Don't ever feel scared. I've been there. I know what that feels like. I know what it's like to stare into the darkness and sit there in the early hours of the morning looking at the ceiling and thinking to yourself, what the hell?
Yeah.
But no, you're not alone, because
there's always someone on the other end of that
community got me through it. So now let me be your shoulders. These are broad and they're powerful. If you need a shoulder, right, you're more than welcome to use mine. It's as simple as that. And that goes to all of you. In fact, it goes for anybody that's watching this, anybody at all. I mean, one of the things that's missing in the world today is that empathy for others. You got to have it. As somebody once said to me, there but for the grace of God go I. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you hear a funny crunching noise, it's because Willow's got a beef bone.
Let's go through it. Willow so far has eaten half a sausage roll. He has eaten 4 of his doggy treats.
He's had chocolate-less Maltesers.
Yeah, chocolate-less Maltesers, Maltesers with chocolate root, and is now destroying a bone. Yes, he's quite a savage little monkey. Yes, aren't you? Yeah, he's just flicked the bone over his head. You juggling? Is that what that is? You juggling? Is this some Tibetan thing, is it? You do realise that comes from an animal, you little vegetarian.
And hi to Bailey. If Bailey, you're online.
Yeah.
Bailey's he was brilliant yesterday because you were out doing your course yesterday.
Yeah.
So he took Willow out for us. He took 2. He had 2 walks yesterday. That's probably why he's so full of himself. And he's been out this evening.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Microsoft Defender summary. Microsoft Defender did not find any viruses or nasties on your computer. Thank you, Microsoft. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, Willow is definitely the Wookiee.
Yeah. He's got a 2. He's doing better for winter now. He's got two woolly jumpers. He's got 2 fleece jackets, and he's going to be fitted this week for a waterproof jacket.
Yeah. Well, he's not got waterproof hair, has he? He's not got hair that sheds. He soaks up. Willow is made of cotton wool. He literally put him near moisture. It just goes like that. And then he looks at you with that face that goes, I am wet, I'm cold, I'm not.
And now he's going to have makeup zoomies, and I'm going to zoom all over your bed.
Willow is nuts. I thought he said Willow has nuts. I was going to say, yeah. Crazy dog. Well, yeah, I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, I do apologise. But normally on a Sunday, I'm at home, I get to plan, get to have a bit of a think. But this weekend's been a bit rapid and a bit quick. I would like to say big cheers to Jace and Tim. Big thanks to them, and a thanks to the guys at Surrey 4x4 Tours and Training for allowing me to use the woods on Saturday. Really appreciated it. It was great to be a bit of a partnership there. And there is some news coming up there. I've spoken to Gareth. He's going to look at dates and that for the spring camp. So the spring camp will be getting announced in the next, I would say, 4 weeks.
Yep.
I'm not going to push him too hard. I don't want him suddenly getting angry and go, no, right, stuff yet. I've said to him, if you can find me some dates.
But you're going to definitely need your Firminals.
Oh yeah. Saturday, I'm on the northern slope, and the wind in the morning was fine, dandy, nice. And then all of a sudden it changed direction. It started coming from that north, and you felt it drop. Funnily enough, it coincided with the part of the talk about hypothermia, which was absolutely brilliant because, as I was explaining to the guys there, I mean, and this is a great one for any of you that do your bushcraft talks and that, or survival talks, is I like to get the group there and always say to them, right, hands up those of you that have suffered hypothermia. Well, of course, unless somebody is a climber or something like that, none of them put their hands up. They all stand there with their hands down. And I look at them and I say, well, I can guarantee you 100% that all of you have had hypothermia at some time or other. How many of you at some time have found yourself shivering? And they all put their hands up. And at which point I say, welcome to stage 1 of hypothermia. You have had hypothermia. And they always sort of look a bit shocked by it. You point out to them, stage 1 hypothermia, shivering, feeling uncomfortable, not being able to generate enough body heat. Stage 2.
Trying to talk when you go.
Stage 2. Starting to lose cognitive ability, the ability to use your hands and so on. Stage 3. Start taking your clothes off, suddenly feeling all warm, getting a little bit, or sounding a little bit drunk and not making a lot of sense. Final stage, curling up and going to sleep, feeling absolutely wonderful and toasty, stark naked in the snow. Okay. It was once known as the peaceful death. Okay. But hypothermia. So again, my teachings there is always, if you find yourself shivering or somebody around you is shivering, now's the time to act. Don't let it go a stage further. At that point, you've got to take an emergency action. You've got to start stopping, thinking, and acting, and get that body or that core temperature back up.
You're right about feeling the clock change. It completely mucks you. Why they just can't leave it alone?
I wish they would.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessary these days, is it? We haven't got armament factories, and we don't have children on the farms.
Michelle said he needs that her permanent back in Norway.
Yeah. It's an easy thing. It's an easy thing. And nobody, no matter how fit, no matter how well equipped, no matter how switched on you are, is immune to it. It's one of those things. It takes some of the best equipped and best trained and experienced in the world. It creeps up on you, and before you know it, it's got you. And once it's got you, once it's really got its teeth into you, you've had it. If without having people around you to support you and get you into shelter and get you sorted, your chances are slim. They are slim. So,
it's a good idea. Thermal cargo trousers. We always said that. Yeah. We were always taught that it's like a home. If you want to stay nice and warm in bed, always put a fleecy blanket to lay on top of it with a quilt, because you'll get so toasty with that.
There is nothing wrong for those of you that are camping in sorting yourself out a nice pair of woolly bed socks.
Nope.
Right? Not your walking socks.
Or a water bottle.
Your day socks. A good, really warm pair of bed socks. You keep the feet warm, the rest of you stay warm. And again, as Kaz said, hot water bottles. It's that time of year again. Packing up a hot water bottle or carrying something simply that will fold down that you can use as a hot water bottle. Last job before you crash out at the end of the night is make that cup of cocoa or tea or whatever you make. Fill up your hot water bottle, screw the lid on, chuck it in your sleeping bag. Warm that sleeping bag.
You're right, Bill. They're the Temu thermal stuffs are really good.
Yeah.
You got where did you get that top?
Yeah.
Was it Millets?
Yeah.
You got a jumper, but that had a thermal fleece inside.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I mean, the golden rule of sleeping in the winter is go to bed warm, stay warm. Go to bed cold, stay cold.
All right.
The old sleeping bag, it's only an insulated layer. So if you're cold when you get into it, it's just going to carry on trapping cold air.
Yeah, when
if
I went
you get into it warm, then the warm air is going to stay.
I come back up at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hi, FU crew.
Hey, crew. How you doing? How's Chicago? Must be getting chilly out there now.
Yeah, because the UK, our clocks went back an hour.
Yeah.
So it was,
you don't have to apologise, mate. Yeah. You don't have to apologise. Nobody ever needs to apologise to me. Look at me, I'm sitting there like Elvis Presley.
Yeah, I've got some little Temu boots with that fluffy stuff inside. They're really nice.
Yeah. And again, it's just be comfy.
Yeah.
It's somebody was chuckling on Saturday at my braces. Yeah, it was always like, you got braces on. I mean, they hold my trousers up.
Yeah, those Thinsulate, 3M Thinsulate stuff are brilliant. Yeah. I used to have the gloves on there. At the moment, you can see I start off because my wrists get bad when it gets cold.
Yeah.
So I start wearing these.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, it's 11 degrees C here, cloudy. If it's anything like yesterday, it's going to be about 11 degrees till about 3-4 in the morning, and then the temperature is going to plummet. The sky will clear, and we'll end up with that ice again.
He said he'll be in short. A few crew said he'll be in shorts until January or February.
Nice. Nice. Enjoy it. If you can do it, enjoy it. I got a couple of mates that wear shorts all year round, and they've become immune. Well, I say not immune to the cold, but they're used to the cold. One of them works he works outdoors all the time. I can't actually say what he does for his main job, but his secondary job this time of year, he's a beater on a shoot. So he's quite often walking through undergrowth, waist deep, and it's wet. It's cover crops and things like that. And as he points out, people always laughing. They say, "You're wearing your shorts, your legs are getting wet." And he's like, "Yeah, but your trousers are getting soaked. My legs are going to dry in minutes. Your trousers are going to stay wet and cold for hours." And he has a very good point there. If you can handle shorts, and you can get used to it. You can acclimatise yourself to the weather as it's changing. You're actually in a far better
it's not
position.
nice to get Simon get arthritis in your fingers and that. So mine are, that one done even that straight for me.
Yeah. then in the evening, or when you're at camp, and you can get into your dry kit, putting that long pair of dry trousers on. That's a beauty. That is beauty.
Yeah, I saw your camp this week still.
But we can, that's the other thing, is we can acclimatise ourselves to weather if we're careful. We can get ourselves used to the colder weather. Sitting indoors with the central heating on too high isn't always going to help. Although it feels nice at the time, if you can grit your teeth, drop it back, and just wear.
I try and put more clothes on in during the day because I'm moving more. Yeah. It's just when I'm sort of
it's evenings.
It's evenings, late afternoon. What I used to do when he was working and the boys, I used to put the heating on at about 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So when they come in, the house was warm. But before that, I didn't bother because I can put an extra jumper on or that.
Yeah, the weather is a great thing for deterring those people that could be a bit, should we say, I don't want to get too political of a channel, but a bit nefarious. Nefarious people that don't like certain climates.
Fleece long johns are brilliant. You know, I know a lot of women that put long johns under their ski pants and that. You would never know because, you know.
Ski pants. There was a lady walking in a pair of yoga pants the other day. I just wanted to throw something at her. It's rough old thing. Well, you got arthritis.
Yeah,
you got to fight.
I've got I've got what you call swan neck. I mean that finger you can see, it's not straight, and that one broke. So that that one you can see it's.
Arthritis is a stinker. I suffer. I'm nowhere to the level Kaz does, but I've got it in my hands. These knuckles here tend to be the ones for me. I mean, years and years of working the hammers in the forge and that. It's my wrists and my gripping knuckles there. Backs of my hands, not quite so bad. But I get, if I clench my fists, that is painful.
Yeah, I get it. If I hold a pen too long, they lock. Yeah. And I have to actually physically use my hands to straighten them out to make them click. Not nice.
Yeah, pajamas, under the jeans in winter. Anything, create those layer systems. That's the secret. I was chatting to one of the boys today, in a huge, great woolly jumper on, and was complaining that I got a big woolly jumper, it's huge, and I'm still cold. And I said, what you got under it?
Thin layers.
He said, nothing under it. And I said, well, if you just put a super light sports top underneath that, it'll make all the difference. When it's really, really cold, I'll wear 2 sports tops and something like this, and then a gilet or gillet, which is the right one.
Gilet,
gilet, it's layer up, and at the end of the day, beauty of layers. If you get like today where it's suddenly got really, really warm, drop a couple of layers off, and as soon as that temperature goes down,
if you wear something thick, that is the thing to do. It's not. It's like my dress, like this one here, has got thin. It's got no sleeves, but I got some thin black tops that I just put underneath it, and I'm finding.
Yeah, it's layers. I mean, the beauty of layers is controlling the body temperature. So, in a perfect world, your perfect temperature is about 38 degrees. Okay.
You like it loose, nothing tight, eh, Chris?
It's blood heat. Okay, so you're neutral heat. Anything above that, you're going to start sweating. Anything below it, you're going to chill. So if you've got layers, you can control it and keep it that. And if you're physically active, busy, working hard, or the temperature suddenly changes, beauty of being able to take a couple of layers off, throw them in your bag.
Like when you're indoors, where we have a radiator downstairs. Our kitchen is like the cold hole. If you leave the hallway door open or the room door open to the dining room, it sucks all the heat into that cold room. So we go around it in the winter. We make sure the bathroom doors shut, our bedroom doors are shut, and the kitchen and dining room door are shut. And that way, and we got curtains that we can pull across between the two rooms.
And again, I agree with Lee Michelle there. I prefer this time of year to the summer. The summer you can only take so many clothes off before you get arrested. But in the winter you can put on as many as you like. You can end up looking like the Michelin man walking down the road. You know. The other thing is, this time of year for people with my build, we can look at those skinny so-and-sos smugly and go, yeah, thermal layer, mate, built in battery pack. Keeping me lovely.
Yeah, some bikers still put the old nylons under.
I used to.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. I used to wear nylons under my bike gear, just that little. And again, it's one of them silly little things. In fact, any of you that have ever hammock camped and got a bug net, you'll notice the difference. You open that bug net, temperature drops a degree or two. Close that bug net up, and within minutes, it warms up, and it's only a bug net. It's a fine mesh, but it's enough to just trap that little bit of heat.
The heating, but we've also got the electric heaters, the ones that like the stoves.
Yeah.
We've had those for years, but they're brilliant because you come in, you click them on, in about 10 minutes the room is nice and toasty. You turn it off.
Yeah.
But we have to have some heat sometime because of the little man and the fact that it's not good for our joints.
No.
And we couldn't be without heating and that.
No, you do need the heating, or you gotta. Again, this should be in your preps and your plans. Is what are you going to do if the heating goes out in the middle of winter? If there's no way of running the boiler packs up, or the power supply goes down, what do you do then? Well, our alternative then is to shut down to one room. I can use my battery packs to run one of those electric heaters for a little while. It will eat it energy-wise, but it will warm the room up. But more importantly, I can use the stoves to make hot water bottles, extra quilts set on the bed, and you literally stay in bed.
If you're in one single room, all you've got to burn is a couple of candles, and that makes a hell of a difference to the temperature of the room anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And yeah, Lee, that extra little body fat makes a world of difference in cold weather. It is an insulating layer. I mean, you don't see many skinny Eskimos, you don't see many skinny whales. You know, it's at the end of the day, these things that live in cold climates. I mean, you do see skinny polar bears, unfortunately, these days. That's few sources. But again, that fat layer has a place. It does have a place in nature.
You got Puncher.
All the wildlife's trying to pile on those extra pounds now to give them the fuel resources for their bodies this time of year. And the small birds getting to that time of year again. Guys, please feed the small birds. They really, really need every bit of help they can get. But try and use natural resources if you can, or if you've got fat from a roast, get yourself a coconut. Sacrifice it for the birds if need be. Fill it with fat.
Finished. Yeah,
some seeds and that. Put it out for them. That fat content makes a world of difference. I forget what the mathematical equation was, but it's quite simple. Something like a robin needs to eat something like 1.5 times its own body weight to survive one single night.
Right. The plastic tubs they give you with Chinese and that. You put them onto one side and you put the fat and any bits and rind or things like that in it, and build it up, freeze it, hang some sort of string or wire into it, and just hang it up for the birds. Yeah, we make their own fat cakes. We put the coconut out for the birds. They eat that, and then you use the coconut shell. Once you've used taken all the coconut flesh out, you can just reuse those sort of things. But we've got a fat ball holder, and we notice the birds nest in the shed, don't they?
Yeah. Too sorry, I just had a.
Yeah, we put bits out for the fox, especially stuff that Willow hasn't finished. There's quite a few around here that post it on their Facebook, showing them putting things out for the foxes. And you got some that moan about, oh, it's going to be eating encouraging rats. Well, the fox will eat the rats as well, so you don't have to worry there.
Sorry about that.
But yes, unfortunately, it's Halloween at the end of the week. Kaz will be hitting the big, yes, the big birthday at the end of the week.
I know you see that.
Yeah.
That's me stood under an absolutely stunning beech tree today. Absolutely red as red can be, as red as my sleeves. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yes, it's Kaz's 60th birthday on Halloween. But I don't know, we've had Diwali, so we've had a lot of fireworks just lately, and we've got obviously the Halloween, they'll have more. And
Lavu, how you doing, mate? Hopefully you're all good. Hopefully you're all top warm and toasty. Oh, yes, fireworks, bane of my life.
Not as much. They're very nice, but not as bad as those flipping floating candles. Don't even get me started on them ones.
No, it's fireworks. Some of us find fireworks, especially when it's a surprise, a shock. You're not expecting it. It's one thing at a display to know that these things are suddenly going to go bang around you, but when it comes out of the blue, it can be a little bit off-putting. There's an instinct to dive to the ground, leap into a bush, and so forth. Although Willow is coming on leaps and bounds, so it's what, 3 in there?
No, two and a half.
So it's 2 first bonfire nights. We don't react. So no matter how much it makes us jump, we always said don't react. Just treat it like it's normal. And now you can take him out for a walk. The fireworks are going off, and he completely ignores them. Gets the odd 1 or 2 that something goes bang, will make him jump a little bit, and he'll look at you for a bit of support. But on the whole, he's calmed down with them. He's not getting stressed or worried. But I do feel for the wildlife, the farm animals, and especially the birds that are trying to roost around bonfire night. Yeah. Bitterly cold nights, and you've got all these fireworks going off. They can't settle. It doesn't help them.
We're lucky at the moment, Bill, because they don't actually, the seagulls don't actually come into the garden. They'll go elsewhere, but they don't come onto the bird table and that.
Oh God.
And of course, I've liked feeding the sparrows, and yeah, of course we have had in the past a sparrowhawk come down and remove a few for us.
I'm hoping to see, with the advancements of the technology soon, that they will have Bluetooth earbud fireworks.
Hi, Ray.
So you'll have something that will go up and give a beautiful coloured display. But if you want the bang, you can connect it to your earbuds, so only you hear the bang.
Yeah.
That would be.
I don't know if anyone has. You have watched Ray's video this week. He went for a lovely walk with all the lovely colours of the trees, and he also has got a video out of. He went to the Scarecrow Festival, where everyone's got the scarecrows in the village. It's really, really good. Brilliant. But yeah, he did a nice one for a walk with lots of beautiful colours.
That's the other thing. Oh,
you naughty boy.
Davos walk pie. Pork pie. So, yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? The colours. I was actually thinking to myself yesterday as I was driving along.
Boy.
Seeing the colours of the trees, absolutely.
Yeah, it's nice with the golds and the oranges and
it's treasure. It really is absolutely amazing. And again, at a time of year that in nature should really feel a little bit sad. The summer's over. We're coming into winter. There should be a bit of trepidation. It's almost like nature goes, I know it's rough. I know it's not the most exciting at times, but hey, what I'll give you this display just to give you a bit of a pickup.
It might sound bad, but I can't wait till after Halloween. Not because once your birthday's out the way, but I can't wait for the price of the pumpkins to come back down to 10p because I'm going to be getting so many this year.
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
That was so nice last year. We sat there sorting all the pumpkins out, and it's amazing.
Pumpkin pie.
Nice and spicy.
Nice and spicy. Very spicy, lady.
Yes, spicy.
Yes. I can't tell you how spicy the missus is. It would tingle your tongue, I tell you.
I better make sure I've got some cinnamon and that, because that's the worst thing. Yeah. I better get me recipe book out and check back what we need, so that I've got it already in the cupboard.
That's the other thing I need to do, actually.
I was showing Bailey's mum. She came around and she done a bake, and her husband came around and borrowed my grater, and she brought around some lovely home baked biscotti and banana swirls. There was pickle and sausage rolls. There was cheese straws and that. Oh. And she goes, "How did you like it?" I said, "What? Like what?"
Yeah.
There's nothing to see here.
I finished quite a long day in the woods, bitterly cold, to come home to a cup of tea and some fresh baking. And you wonder why my spirits are up. You couldn't get much better than that.
How are you?
Oh, I do love a bit of fresh bacon.
You're right, Ken. It's bizarre. That my Lemmy, it's great. It's put on about 3 inches.
Yeah, he likes it. Yeah. He's having a good time.
Yeah, and the flowers are just.
Yeah, but we got a couple of cold nights now, and that will.
But you know that it's going to be a cold winter because the amount of berries on the trees. Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at that. Some people say that it's an old wives' tale.
I don't think it is. No.
This year, I had holly berries red in August. Okay, the damsons came early.
Oh, where you been?
The sloes have come early.
Crew.
So all the wild berries have been early this year, and we've had a really long hot summer and drought. Let's see what the winter does. Let's see if these old sayings are true.
Yeah. Because I know we watched Farmer P, and he has been quite concerned that because of the drought, of course, he put all the nutrients into the ground and compost, the fertilizers to bring on the grass to feed his cattle, and it was just, the ground was cracking. And that is really bad. So the farmers are having a hard time producing enough hay and straw.
For those of you that are not farmers, so if you go back 4 or 5 years ago,
good to hear that.
A ton of nitrogen fertilizer, ammonium nitrate, about 350, 400 pounds.
It's very cold here.
Then it shot up to £1,000 a ton. I think at the moment it's somewhere around 1,500 pounds a ton, and these are just little tiny white granules. You spread them on the field quite thinly. They break down with a bit of moisture. Feeds the roots, and your grass grows. But if you don't get the moisture, it evaporates.
Which he didn't, did he?
It evaporates off to nothing. It ends up in the atmosphere, which you don't want, and no farmer wants that. So again, a lot of farmers spent a lot of money in the early part of this year trying to improve their crops. And grass is a crop. Okay, it's an essential crop, probably one of the most important to most farms, especially if they've got cattle. And then we had that drought, and the grass didn't grow. It didn't produce the sugars. So it gave, for a lot of guys that I know that would get 80 bales off of a field were getting 10 or 15. And if you've got even a small herd of cattle, you can use 1 to 2 bales a day to feed them.
Sadly, he had to he put 3 into the butchers, the abattoir, because 2 of them were too old to have any more calves, and 1 had a prolapse last time she had a calf. So his choice was he didn't want to, but he can't afford to feed animals that are not producing anything. Yeah. So sadly, it was, it come to that.
And then when the haylage did get going, So we were talking late September, early October, a couple of weeks growth. But you didn't, this time of year, although people say to me, oh yeah, see, they got lots of bales in the field. It's late in the season and you don't get the sugars, you don't get the nutrients in the grass. Although you do get the bulk, you've not got the goodness there. So it's been an absolutely dire year for farming. Absolutely terrible. And I know our friend, what he's doing, he's given up on buying ammonium nitrate now and going the chemical route. He's producing his own compost, and that compost is going to go back into the field, more natural, more organic, and again has the bonus that it's not going to evaporate into the atmosphere. If you get a dry period, it will sit there until you get the moisture to take it down.
Normally he would sell it, but it's worth more to him keeping it and using it himself than it is to sell it on, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a nightmare, absolute nightmare for the farmers. And it's not just the grass and the fertilizers, everything else that goes with it. Then it goes up the line. So instead of having the feed for this winter, a lot of them are now running around trying to buy feed. And of course, it's gone through the roof. So there's even more expense, which is more overheads gone. So less able to buy the stuff they're going to need for next year, whether it might be seed, whether it might be fertilizer, whether it might be organic material. It just becomes a chase.
Yes, I saw the headline for your video sticks. I'm going to watch that later. He's got his MOD survival knife copy. Yeah, he's done a video on that.
Yeah, Sticks has got. I've spoken to him today. I haven't had a chance to watch anybody's video for the last 4 or 5 days. So his video is up on the MOD survival knife, his thoughts on it, how he's got on with it, and modifications that he's made to it. So, yes, do show him some love. Go and have a look. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it was inherited tax and everything. It's and then with the weather being against you, it's and it all snowballs down because if they can't produce the beef, they're gonna have to get rid of so much beef. The same with the chickens and things like that, and it all comes onto like now they're saying that the price of steak now is going, well, price of beef is going up because people just can't afford to run the farms.
Expired tax. Oh, this is something that we don't get in the UK. So John, I see John and their few crew are talking about tags and that. So in the UK,
our cars come with a number
plate. So your car, when it's manufactured, when you buy it for its first manufacture, the car is issued a number plate. That number plate stays with that car till the day it goes to the scrapyard or gets destroyed. You can buy private plates, obviously, but that's the car's registration number. You don't pay for the registration number. It doesn't need to be renewed. It's once it's on the car, it's on there for life. But what we have is road tax. Road tax. So
and we've got cameras that pick up on the number plates.
Every year you have to pay a set fee for whatever vehicle you have, which is based on its size and emissions. You pay a set fee to the government or the Department of Vehicle Licensing, whatever they are. You pay them a fee, and that goes onto the computer. Your registration number, every time you get scanned, read, spotted by a copper, first thing comes back, road tax paid for. If you haven't,
but it also tells you if your MOT is out as well, which we have the yearly MOT as well.
Yearly maintenance test on the vehicles, make sure they're roadworthy. So it's quite interesting because we often hear in America like expired tags, and it's like
and people's tags go for them individually, whereas us, they don't. You know,
Oh yeah, we're
we're great fans of Jeremy Cox, and he's certainly done a hell of a lot for the British farmers. And like you said, he has the money to afford to pay this sort of inheritance tax, but it should have like a cut-off point that when you've got less money, then it should,
I see, John. So yeah, it's a temporary tag, so it's only allowed on the car for 30 days. See, we can't even do that in the UK. You can't even get a temporary tag. You basically,
when you buy a car, it's
got to be registered, and it's normally registered at the dealer. So the dealers register them when they get them from the manufacturer. That number, that goes to that car for life.
If you buy a car that MOT's run out, you can't drive it on the road. You have to have it transported on a trailer.
Yeah, you can only drive it from the test.
Yeah.
The other thing that's we have here that's a bit different to you guys is obviously we I don't know if you guys have it like city taxes, like we have like the ULEZ and things like that. So basically, I can drive around here as long as I've paid my road tax, which is my fee to drive on the road, have license, registration, insurance, and a valid MOT. I'm fine, dandy. I can drive from here to Cornwall, 200 miles away, not an issue. But if I drive 30 miles up the motorway to go into London, I pay an outer tax on the edge of London, which is one
outer
tax.
Ring, and then an inner ring, isn't there?
Yeah, and then if you go into the inner ring, you pay another tax on top of that to the City of London. I don't think it goes to the City of London. I think it goes to the Department of Transport for London or something stupid like that. So again, it's an odd one. I mean, tolls. We don't have. I think we've got 2 or 3 toll roads in the UK, but they're private roads. Pay a toll and use it. We don't get much in the way of tolls.
So before they put it, they had these cameras that pick up the number plates. You know, they could never sort of look online to find out if you had MOT and things like that. But now it does.
And it does happen here. People used to buy cars, then not register it in their name. And of course, every computer, police vehicle and that is scanning that. And the previous owner is usually getting the fines, the penalty points and all the rest of it. I know what I did notice the other day. So you've got a difference in your alcohol laws to us as well. I mean, although we're both stringent alcohol laws in both countries for driving, but here in the UK, we don't do a field sobriety test. Part of the stipulation on your license is that if you get stopped and that police officer, if you have any accident, whether you are the cause or not, you have to be breathalyzed. And at any time, a police officer, for pretty much no reason whatsoever, can require you to take a breath test. And it is the breath analyzer test.
Yeah, we certainly don't do the walk a straight line, put your finger on your nose.
If that scores high, you're then taken to the station and you have the intoxilizer, exactly the same as you guys do in the States. And then obviously you go on an instant ban pretty much from that point on.
Our car, if you get stopped in your car with no MOT and tax, your car is automatically clamped and then it's taken away. You lose it. You have to pay then to get the car back again. Well, but they're trying to change the law here. The government is trying to make us pay per mile for our vehicles rather than
which we already do on the That's the other difference, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what the cost for fuel is in the States, but I know
we pay a hell of a lot
by the gallon. Don't let yourselves ever get tricked into what we did about 20 years ago, where the government suddenly went, "Oh, we're going to metricize fuel, so we're going to stop actually measuring it by the gallon. We're going to measure it by the litre." Well, a litre, you're looking at what, 5 litres to a gallon, pretty much. And at the moment, I'm paying near enough £1.50 a litre. So that's what you're looking at, about £7 or £8 a gallon for fuel. It's absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's good. We're watching that because we were watching one the other day, and there was it was an American. She was in the army. She was a doctor, and she got stopped, and she was drunk. And she was being a real. She just kept on my glasses. You got to ring my phone. Anyway, they took her back to the station, and she wouldn't believe that. He goes, right, if you do not give a sample of your blood or breath, then you're refusing, you lose your license for a year. And I don't believe that. And it was written there in front of her, but it could have been in drunk 2 or 3 times. They sort of told her, if you refuse, you will lose your license. If you have been stopped before, you will lose it.
£2.59 a gallon for regular unleaded.
Yeah.
I wish. I wish.
We pay £1.50 a litre, don't we?
Yeah. £3.59 for a gallon of diesel. God.
I can't remember when it used to be like £2.59 a gallon.
Well, so we're paying pretty much double. Yeah. So, and Bill, I think that's the way to go. I think this one of the things that annoys me about alcohol laws and driving is, so I can pick that up, and that is 4.5%. I can pick that up. That is exactly the same size, tastes the same, but that is 3.4%. Or I could have an 8%. Now, I really would rather in the UK we just went, right, no alcohol. If you're driving a vehicle, no alcohol in your bloodstream. That's it. Zero tolerance. Not allowed alcohol. Don't have it if you're driving. It's a line. That's it. Simple. When you start saying to people, you can have a pint, and I meet an ex-doorman, amount of people I've met yesterday. A pint only affects a normal person once, but I can drink 5 pints and I'm the same as everybody else, and you're not. It's as simple as that. 79 cents a gallon for diesel.
I think you say about mean tweets. We have been having find it. It's the people who've been saying about the gentleman who was shot. And the things that people are saying and ranting and things like that, and now they're losing their jobs and they just can't believe it. Well, you're going to say disgusting, horrible things. Well, you're going to get it.
Freedom of speech, I believe in. I believe 100% in freedom of speech. However, as with all freedoms, there come responsibilities. And at the end of the day, whether you like the guy or not, whether you agree with him or not, doesn't matter. He has a wife, he has children, he has family, he has people that love him, right? So that was, that's the way I look at that. I think if you've got freedom of speech, you also have a responsibility in how you use your freedom of speech.
Dog.
I come from a generation. I mean, we see it in the UK now. People swearing at police officers. You can't do nothing because it's only words. I can say what I like. I've got freedom of speech. Okay, no. Let's go back to when I was a nipper. I had exactly the same freedom of speech. But if I called a police officer a pig, I got a smack round the ear roll. Now, and I just took that on the ear roll. I just went, fair enough. I overslept the mark. I think the more freedoms you give people, the more they misbehave with it, and they forget that there is a.
But the total shock in their faces.
Yeah.
I've lost I'm losing my job. But you said it.
Responsibility.
You've got a long time now to think over what you did, and maybe think to yourself, that sort of thing I should never have posted. I should have kept it to myself. And yeah.
76 a gallon. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Freedom of speech is not computed. Yeah. We have a freedom of speech. We have a freedom of thought, but again, it's just people just got to be a bit more responsible with what they say and how they say it. And again, the authorities also have to sit there and actually equate what is really a risk or a danger. I mean, at the end of the day, the internet's out there, YouTube, Facebook, and all the rest of it, Twitter, all these things are out there, X, whatever it is now. People say things in knee-jerk moments after seeing things, they react to it exactly the same as they would in the pub, exactly the same as they would in the street. They get emotional. They might say something. You have to take that into account.
But it's like these. It's like these. I said the other week. These newspapers, they keep saying, "Oh, you got to stack this. There's going to be a shortage of bread. There's going to be a shortage of this, a shortage of that." And that's for the ones that sent everyone out going, well, not everyone, but the majority of people panicked. They were doing flu jabs the other day, and people, because they had this thing about the COVID, the new strain is the amount of cases is rising. People were going mad because they weren't getting both injections. They're only getting one, and they're demanding, well, I want it. Well, you can't just
book it if you want it. I mean, and again, inoculation. So there's people anti, there's people pro. You got somebody like Kaz whose immune system doesn't work for her, works against her. Then I've got
no choice, really.
She's got no choice. And again, so that means that I have no choice. So I need to try and prevent myself from bringing back any infection that's going to pass on to Kaz. But again, it's different for everybody. So we try not to get it. Well, it always creates arguments, that one. So again, I put that in the political box. We tend not to go there.
But changing the subject, the other day you went to Morrison's, and we were telling Kiwi about it. They're trying to bring prices down, you know, for like basics, and we're saying about the basics, you know, if you store things up. Well, in Morrison's, their saver boxes of stuffing is 2p. That's 2p a box. You bought 12p's worth, didn't you? And we told Kiwi, and Kiwi said that the stuffing is banging.
The vote, I agree with you. It's subjects so I try and avoid, because again, it gets us all angry, and we've all got different opinions on it. We all have different thoughts. Not all are right, not all are wrong, but again, it does affect us all. And
Free dog. I quite like the Polypore tea. It's very good. As you say, with I've got an autoimmune. It's called Hashimoto disease.
It's not two-stroke.
So that does help with my autoimmune issues. It's like the moment I've got this patch of blisters and that on my leg, and it's now actually I had antibiotics, but I've now got it on front and back of the right leg, and on the on the back of the left leg.
Trying to keep control of it.
So and I've had 2 lots of antibiotics now, and it's not doing anything. I'm still suffering from it, so I'm going to have to go. It is autoimmune because I'm storing water, and it's the water. The body is pushing the water out, and that's what's causing the blisters. So but it is a very good. The taste gets a bit getting used to. But
birch polypore. I mean, my favourite birch polypore tea, and this is a good one for you guys, if you can get your hands on birch polypores, is about 2 thumb-sized cubes of dried birch polypore into a cup.
I believe there is, FUQ. I'm pretty sure that there is an elderberry tea.
Half a piece of half a cube of stem ginger, i.e. about the size of your thumb. So 1 cube of stem ginger. Crush that, drop that into the cup, and a teaspoon of honey. Put on the boiling water. Let it steep for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So it cools right down. Let it steep.
FU Crew's asking about Yorkshire tea. You better get your box from downstairs.
Tea.
You got one downstairs, haven't you?
Best tea in the world. I haven't actually. I'm out. No.
I thought you put one on top of the shelf.
No, I've emptied that one. It's all in the caddy now.
All right,
I've got to get some this week.
Yorkshire tea is the best tea.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the tea it's produced, but
makes a good strong cup.
They do Yorkshire tea, Yorkshire Gold, and they do a Yorkshire decaffeinated as well.
I might have to send you some out. We'll smuggle some into Chicago for you. I'll get it sent over.
Yeah, it's funny, Lavie. It's been not a bad year for the polypore. I know someone we watched this on the other day went out and got one, and it was really nice and white, wasn't it? It was, but he was saying he's got dinner plate size polypores this year.
Yeah.
Because you obviously you got your firelighting or your tea.
Yeah. Well, it's that time for harvesting it. It is, your birch polypores harvested, and even if you don't like the flavour, and there's a lot of people don't, it is quite bitter.
And it tastes like mushrooms, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can literally hide the flavour behind other things. But the how can I say? TBI's kicking in now, and the drop of cider. The positive effects outweigh the taste. Now, if I'm just having it in the morning, I'll make just a small cup of it, swig it down, and then I'll take a cup of coffee and just knock the flavour out with that. But the effects of it this time of year, I would say to you, if you can do yourself a polypore tea in the morning as you start the day, it's going to help your kidneys. It's going to help your immune system. It helps to balance you. It really, really will be a bonus. It's nature gives us these things for us to use, and it's well worth a look into.
Yeah, Lee. My mum.
Hi, Jason.
In my house when I was growing up, my mum and dad always had PG tips, and we had PG tips until we tried Yorkshire tea, and now we get Yorkshire tea.
Yes. Don't have none of that PG tip rubbish around here.
You know? I like some of the Lipton's tea as well. I like the breakfast one. Yeah, Jason, you come in earlier, didn't you, my love? And that was before the live, because obviously we've had our clocks being mucked about with.
Our clocks have gone back, which has been an absolute dog's dinner today. And as you see, my eyes are a little bit like pea holes in the snow. Purely and simply because my body's sitting there going, it's a lot later than you think it is, Mickey. It's 10:50. It's not 10:50. It's now 9:50. The clocks have gone back. But my body is going, no, it's nearly 11 o'clock.
Builder's tea. I seem to remember the old Builder's tea.
Yeah.
Because I hate when people give you a cup. I mean, I drink coffee. That is my main thing. But I do like a tea now and again. Yeah. But I do hate it when people just put the tea bag in, and before it's even floated to the bottom of the cup, they've taken it out. There's no stirring. And you sort of look at it and thinking, why just give me milky water?
Tea should be brown.
Yeah, not too.
Give me a cup of brown.
Yeah.
It's coffee should be black, tea should be brown, and milk is white. Simple as.
Army tea and coffee is vile.
Yeah,
it's vile.
Any of you that have done your military service know that your hot drinks come out
packets of military coffee. Oh yeah.
And actual fact that do you remember the old? It used to come out in that big old tub, that big old green tub with the spout on it, and you used to get that coffee tea or tea coffee. You know, it was a combination of two. And if you're really unlucky and you were really in a poorly maintained unit, they would bring you out your dinner. You'd have your dinner. You might have like chili and rice. Awesome. Chili and rice, lovely. And then the container would go away. And middle afternoon, it would come out full of coffee or tea. And you'd look in there and there'd be an orange greasy ring around the outside floating on the top. And you were like, oh, chili coffee tea.
Yeah, nice.
And we call it coffee tea because you just couldn't tell the difference between the two. It was foul. Foul. Taught me to drink water.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Someone leaves a bag in, but it's like a line. Because yeah.
Might do a video on that this week. Making the perfect cup of tea in the woods.
Yes.
Do you put the milk in
still like
first?
my chocolate mint.
This is the other thing in the UK. It's quite a big thing. Do you put the milk in first or the milk in second?
Yeah, people get that. It didn't have as many punch-ups over where you put the tea or milk in first as you do with the scones, putting the cream or the jam on.
Yeah. Turkey tail tea tastes like shit. You got the wrong end of the turkey, mate.
It's not that real turkey.
Gunfire. Now, yeah, gunfire. Ooh, yeah. Done a few rounds of that in my time. Oh, I've got a taste for that. It's quite often in the winter, in the evening, I'll make that cup of tea, and it'll have a splash of spirit in it. And it can be any spirit. I mean, I know traditionally it should be rum, but quite often I'll put brandy or it might
very
be
nice
whiskey.
to see you this evening. Take it easy.
Even, God forbid, vodka into a cup of tea. Absolutely stunning. Gunfire traditionally should be made with hot chocolate, but, you know, depends whether you're Navy or not.
I'm a bit disappointed that they've changed the... You bugger, done it again, isn't he?
He has done it again.
That they changed the recipe for the army hot chocolate. It's
Well,
night.
This is an interesting one. Chatting to my mum, she found my grandfather when he was, because as a lot of you already know, he was on small boats, so he used to ferry SOE and people like that and commandos across the North Sea, the Channel for covert ops. It was chief petty officer. So these vessels, these Higgins boats, were quite open, and they used to make in the winter. They used to make a cocoa, and he reckoned this cocoa, a sip of this, used to keep him alive and would pick him up. And it basically, for a mug of cocoa, was what you had. Was you had two tablespoons of cocoa powder. You have 4 heaped tablespoons of Horlicks.
Oh, I love Horlicks.
And then instead of putting water in, they heated up condensed milk and poured condensed milk into it and beat that into it. And he said it was almost thick enough to stand the spoon up and on its own. But he said he used to say when the ice was forming on the deck of the vessel, that was the one thing that could keep you on watch, keep you going. And I said just a massive amount of calories, the warmth of it, the taste of it would have...
We had a Jack Russell that used to be addicted to Horlicks.
Yeah.
Every night we had to give him a bowl of Horlicks, didn't we?
Yeah.
We huffed.
Cheers, Lavu.
Yeah, thank you. You're a naughty boy.
What a diamond.
Yeah.
What a diamond.
It's nearly that time.
Yeah, it is nearly that time. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's nearly at the 2-hour mark. And as we say, 2 hours of Mickey is enough for anybody.
And I can tell he's getting, I'm
fading now.
Yeah.
I am literally going, let's sleep. I am going to lay in tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it'd be a case of having something to eat and watching Farmer P and then crashing.
2 things. Firstly, I'm sorry it was a bit random tonight, but this week, basically...
It was last minute, wasn't it?
Yeah, last minute. Yeah. When you got to do it, you got to do it. But I can explain more in about a month's time. And will make sense. Other than that, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your support. Once again, to Hang Tough, Mr. D, to his mum.
Yeah.
All right. God bless you, sweetheart. We do love you dearly. Get better soon. We're all thinking of you. We're all praying for you. Look after yourself. And I know your loving son is doing the best he can for you. And the same to your husband, to him. Sir, have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. Have some fun. Stay smiling. And that goes for all of you.
Right. And Cass did a thing. She sorted the live out all on her Todd today.
Technical Cass. Right, which is a bonus for me, because if I ever do find myself not able to make it back here for the live, Cass can do it. She can start it for me, and I can run in like a lunatic, take over. Right, I've got bags to sort out. I've got dirty clothes to take off, washing to organise.
Thank you.
A cup of tea, cheese on toast, and hit the sack. And tomorrow I am going to sleep in. We've got Cornish crackler. Oh, lovely. Guys, love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you all for being with us tonight, and have a good week, and stay warm. Yeah, stay warm, stay safe, get outdoors, have an adventure if you can. And remember this. Wear thermal socks and underwear. Love those you do, forgive those you don't. And as always, may peace and light be upon you all. From me, Kaz,
Good
the guys
night.
at Tarpac, Mac,
and with the grumbling womble.
Willow, the grumbling womble. Take care. This is Mickey,
Night.
Hampshire Outdoors of Survival. Mickey out.
Bye.